Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday, June 7th, about noon. Took the day off of work and we decided to come out here and get a jump on the camper, just like the good old days. I'm going to paint the bottom black, the bottom part around the outside, and then try to figure out how I'm going to do the fenders. Because I'm thinking we might do a one-day trip this weekend up to the mountains, do some trail riding with our toys over here. So, enough talk, we're going to get to work. I have over a half gallon of this stuff. And this is what I used to do the bottom of the camper, the very bottom. Those of you that didn't see under there, see that? And I got a lot left, so do I want to do another rough coat? I'd rather do smooth, but I'm not going to spend more money on Herculiner or on Durabac. I'm going to use this, in the interest of saving money, to do the bottom around here. And if I run out or it's not enough, then I'll have to spend some money. But that's what I'm going to do first. So we got this section taped off that we're leaving white. And we'll see how this works. If all goes bad, we'll cover it with diamond plate. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
It went on. That's basically 2 coats. This stuff's taking a lot longer to dry than the Durabac would dry like in 35 or 40 minutes, and you could put another coat on it. This says like several hours, up to 12 hours till you can touch it, I guess. So we're sticking it off in the corner. We're going to make sure this one side dries, and we're going to make sure the next coat makes it perfectly black before I do the other side, because I could start on the other side right now, but I want to make sure this test proves to work on this side. So in the interim, with the rest of the daylight we have today, I'm going to do oil change on that ATC and get our camping stuff ready. But I think it's going to come out cool when we see it, when it's all done with the black there. And we'll update you in a few, see how it is. About to drip right now. This is the old oil.
Whoa, that's falling out fast. Literally really fast. What? The what? What the what? Dad, now we can open up the thing and it'll drain.
So we're tilting it forward,
It's almost a gallon.
and we ran a quart of brand new fluid through it to push out as much of the old fluid as possible, because look at that, it's black. So luckily it holds a lot of oil, so we'll get all freshy back in there.
All fresh oil.
And it's cool, this old style stuff, you know, it doesn't have a filter. It's got this screen that I'm going to thoroughly clean when we put it back together. But
That thing fell in the oil.
yeah, we had to fish it out of the oil with those cheap tools there. It's also good to look under there and see if you see any oil, buddy. To just cycle the motor a couple times, see if you see oil come out.
Okay. I see oil.
There you go.
Yeah.
Make sure that the ignition's off, of course.
Yeah.
Cycle it a couple times, see that oil coming out?
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah, look at that.
This is dripping.
It's like the Brea tar pits.
Look at that.
Hey, don't start on me. I have the ignition off. Don't start on me.
Well, once you don't want it to start.
So we didn't get a whole lot done today. That same coating, it's like a double coat of the black stuff, is still on the camper. and it's still really tacky, and I'm just gonna let it dry. I like the overall design. I see a lot of imperfections in what I've done there, but I think somebody's excited. I'm gonna like it when it's done, and but I'm just gonna let that dry. That stuff requires a lot more time to dry, like I was talking about earlier. So we're done for the day. I did the oil on the ATC, put in the new fuel switch, which you see right here. Then I detailed it all out again, went through, checked all the studs on the tires and everything, and because I think we're going to do a camping night this weekend. I think we're going to pull one off. We got 90 degrees in the desert, or we've got about 80 degrees halfway up San Bernardino Mountains in a little riding area. So we're trying to decide where to go. In the desert you can have a campfire, in the mountains you can't. In the mountains you're running a little low on power because you're up at altitude, where in the desert you're fine. So there's a couple things to trade off there. So either way, we'll take you with you for camping trip number 2 for me and my boy. I talked to my girl, my 16-year-old girl now, about going, and she said, "Dad, I kind of want to wait till you get the big one." Because in the future we do want to get a full-size camper again. So it looks like it's me and my buddy here that we're gonna go this weekend. So he's excited. He's getting everything ready, right, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for this day off, a rare day off for me on Thursday the 7th of June, and we'll be back out here Saturday so we can go this weekend to go camping. So see you guys later. I wanted to take a few minutes and answer. I've had a couple people ask me, we've got a lot of new guys coming on board watching the videos, which is cool. Maybe they haven't seen the first ones where I discuss why we built this. And the short version of the story is we spent 15 years camping and riding and raising 2 of our older kids that have now flown the coop now, and we've got 2 that are younger, and we had gotten away from it and we decided to get back into it. But I didn't want to go pull the trigger on a bunch of expensive stuff like a camper and a truck and all the brand new toys like we had done in the past. Maybe just a little bit older now, don't want to put all that money out. So we decided to start slow, and I've been fascinated with small camper videos for 3 or 4 years, and I've watched Kevin from DIY Campers videos for the 3 times he's been on YouTube, and I was fascinated by that. So I just decided, hey, let's get one in a box from Harbor Freight and build it. There's a lot of things that I've learned doing this and a lot of things I would do differently, which I'm going to go over eventually, but pretty happy with how it came out. Not done yet, of course, still have some stuff to do, and it has cost me probably twice as much as I anticipated, but the experience has been awesome for me. I've never done anything like this, so everything that I learned from YouTube guys, and there's not a whole lot of people that have done a trailer from the frame up or from the frame in a box up. So I wanted to do that and document it and have a great time with my kid here. So anyway, that's the reason why I didn't go buy one, is we decided just to build one and document it. And it's taken months and months longer than we thought and a lot more money than we thought, but I'm happy with it. And in the future, like I've said before, we have plans to go to a full-size camper so that the rest of the family can go. So that's pretty much the story. Okay, so we were going to work on the camper today, but we're so excited that I got that little ATC and we can ride together. So we're going to go up to the mountains. We were going to go somewhere local, but you know, the first trip that I did with this camper, I wanted to stay pretty close. So we just went right up over here, about 8 miles total. Test the camper, test the wheels, test all that. This next one, if you look at this little graphic here, this is all the way up in the mountains, about an 80-mile round trip or so. So it's a drive I'm familiar with, and we're going to be up in altitude. The benefits are it's cooler. Can't have a campfire. That's a drawback, but it's cooler, it's quieter, and there's some cool trails up there for us. So we are all loaded, and I busted out these lights, but it looks like a lot of work, so I'm just going to hit Harbor Freight right down the street, get those magnet type, like this picture, and my truck's already wired. We're just going to magnetize the lights, plug the thing in, and head up. So that's what we're going to do this weekend. So we're pretty much battening down the hatches for the night, and a couple of my buddies show up with this buggy, and they're going for like a night ride. Some guys that I've known all the years I lived at the Big Bear, so they're taking out some what sounds like a Volkswagen to do some night riding, and I told them I'd watch their stuff for them. So these are the outside lights working good, locking up the quads there. Got the boy bathed. He's in there watching a little, we got Netflix going on the hotspot out here in the middle of nowhere, so that's pretty cool. And I'm just kind of cleaning and organizing. And I got the Jenny locked up to the truck there. And, but I sure am amazed. Look at all the light. These two, I've not had a chance to test these really well. I guess our first trip we had a chance, but I mean, it's not fully dark yet either. Look at it, beautiful out here. Let's go look at that other side. I got that one done. Yeah, see, I put it right above the window. So if we hear anything funky, hit that light, and we can just look right out the window and see, you know, what we see. So pretty happy with that, you guys. This is our second camping trip. For those of you that don't know, we had the first one, and we are staying halfway to Big Bear in a OHV area called Cactus Flats, and we're all here by ourselves, except a couple of my squid friends from Big Bear that came down to ride their VW buggy in the middle of the night. Hopefully they come back in one piece. And this is our little campground.
Yeah.
There's our squid bros coming back from their ride. So we're in the camper right now talking to Mom, and just enjoying the amenities of our build here. And we're about to make dinner, and I installed this cool little plastic shelf here for my cell phone. So we're gonna make some dinner just like last video, and enjoying the night out here, up here in the mountains. You watching TV back there? Yeah, we forgot to bring our Xbox to play movies on this thing, so got the iPad going, got the wiener buns ready, and once again, cooking again, forgot my pan. So what I did was I stole the I stole the pan out of that thing.
She needs to keep them warm.
We're cooking them on there for now, so just like last time. So it's about 11:30, and we're just chilling in the camper. Got my little fan going. My boy finishing up a nature documentary, and we'll get up and do a ride tomorrow.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
Okay, this is our daughter. This is number 1 out of 4. This is Kaylee. And in 1 hour, they're supposed to induce her labor. Our first grandchild is right here.
Coming soon.
This guy is going to be an uncle at 7 years old.
You ready?
And you two are going to be parents.
He was ready.
So I just had to create a little memory.